This podcast is part of the Big Heads Media Podcast Network. Go to bigheadsmedia.com for more great podcasts.
There is a podcast no one asked for. A podcast you never knew you didn't want. 3 beers in. This is the podcast.
I anticipate a deeply religious experience.
Hey everybody, welcome to another blessed episode of 3 Beers In.
They're going to say frothy.
We've already used that.
Blessed by my presence.
Blessed by Lazarus Brewing.
Hashtag blessed.
But before that, you can hear everybody else. This is Ross, and over there, that's Cutter.
Hey.
You didn't see me pointing, but I pointed. And then Joel.
Pointing with your eyes.
Yeah.
Hey, Joel spoke.
Joel's there. And then Clint.
Hello.
All right.
Yeah.
Good talk.
So we're doing Lazarus Brewing. We got a couple of crowlers, and thanks to Joel tonight for providing the beer.
I sponsored our beers tonight.
Joel.
Yeah.
Hey, Joel.
Very cool. Anyway, so let's start drinking here. Why
Yeah.
not?
What are we drinking?
The saison?
This is the Despereaux, a French saison.
So is this Czech style or German style?
It's neither. It's French.
So yeah, they don't have much information on their website about their beers.
Spoiler
but
alert, I'm not going to like this.
Yeah,
How do you know?
because it's beer.
Ah,
Yeah.
touche. My bad.
Touche Despereaux.
Isn't that the little mouse?
Yeah, that was
With the big ears?
I watched that. That's what I watched today.
That's just
instead
mice
of-
in general.
Not
No.
Despereaux's ears are even bigger.
Yeah.
Like Dumbo?
Like Dumbo.
Yeah, and he flies.
And he flies.
Yeah.
Doesn't he have a princess
Never heard
as
of
a
that.
friend?
Yeah,
Oh, all of a sudden you know
eventually.
this?
I'm without child. I don't know what that is.
I'm without child. Are we ready to open these?
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's do this.
But we had this last time, right? On Saturday? Or
I
Friday?
believe you did, or that other guy, Cutter,
I wasn't there on Saturday.
Friday.
Ah.
when we went
I mean,
to Lazarus.
I barely remember being there on Friday.
I can imagine with how drunk you were.
I was feeling fine when we got there. By the time we left, I was not feeling fine.
Yeah,
What do you guys think of the food?
tacos were great.
Oh, man, the tacos were awesome at Lazarus for sure.
They were.
This is super clear.
It is.
The head on it is pretty thin.
It is.
Yeah.
Like
That's not super surprising for me for
Soap bubbles.
oh, wow. Look at
Yeah.
the bubbles, though.
Like soap bubbles.
Yeah.
Anybody else bubbling that well?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
It's
Coming
looks
out
more-
of
I can't
suspension.
tell the light over mine.
Looks pretty nice.
Yours look like it. Yeah, I had this last time. I remember this now. It's kind
Yeah, I
of
think that's what you started with.
This is the one that was really dry.
soapy kind of.
No, you're thinking of the Ode to Roy.
Ah,
The
yeah.
grisette.
Yeah,
Just
that was,
awful. But, I mean,
it was not
I
my
don't,
favorite.
I don't think I like grisettes. I think is the problem.
Was that the first one you guys had?
No.
Someone ordered us a grisette.
I'm glad we're doing this first because I'm pretty sure I would not like this even
Mm-hmm.
more if I was already 3 beers in.
I'm not a fan.
It's like, you might not like this more after the 50-50 chance of the Pilsner that you're going to have later.
Yeah, first
No, I think I like Czech style Pilsners more than
because of the spice. You love them spicy,
no.
right?
No.
Why did you like the German
Hate them
styles?
less, I guess I should
He
say.
needs that French attitude.
No, no, German style Pilsners I like.
Yeah.
Czech style Pilsners I don't like, but
Right.
I hate this more than I hate that. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do. Because I
You don't
also
like beer.
don't like this.
One of these days.
I like German style Pilsners. How is that not a beer?
Oh yeah, I checked into it last time.
He
I
doesn't like Czech
You
style.
checked
I gave it
into
a 3.
Oh.
I know. Yeah, but a minute ago he did.
Like Czech style Pilsners?
I like Czech style. I just can't seem to find a lot of them. Not that I know of.
Pilsner or Kill.
You're in German country.
So
Yeah. Well, there's Czech as well.
There is.
Yep.
They're more German.
Czech stop.
so
It's north of here. Denton. Dallas.
West.
So French saisons
North.
are not the same
West
as
is north.
session beers. We've discussed this on
They
the
are
previous
not.
We have touched on this. We learned something.
Yeah, I can only do one of these. Thank God.
Yeah, we can probably just do one and then move on. Shody.
I like it.
It's
I like
malty, but then it's very kind of harsh on the back
bitter.
end.
It's got a harsh bitterness to it, like
But
a
that's-
zest or something.
That's kind of
Yeah.
what saisons
That's-
are to me. Like,
to you,
yeah.
but to
the
other
super
people,
taster
yeah.
at the table.
Yeah, super.
To me, they're not as clean.
Yeah, this one is. Wow.
All of the kind of
Super
French
clear,
style
super clean.
beers remind me of like they just need to be drank with food. I'd feel they just pair a lot better with food.
We talked about that, didn't we?
You every episode he talks about that
Probably.
Yes.
But
food.
it has a dry finish, and it's like the dry finish
It does.
makes me feel like it
What
would
about
pair really
like
well.
fatty cheese?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes
We should
sense.
find things you
Well, I
shouldn't.
guess is there unfatty cheese? I don't know.
Things we shouldn't mix it with. Tuna.
What else? Not fatty.
No, tuna's fatty.
I think-
if you're talking fatty
I think
food,
tuna salad.
tuna salad.
Lots of pickles and eggs.
Exactly.
So you can't taste any of the tuna. That's my style.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does it seem a little acidic to y'all?
A bit.
There's a little bit in there. Yeah.
Okay.
So about the beer from Untapped, which they have descriptions on Untapped, but not on their website.
Sounds about right.
Well, that's more important.
The saison was first brewed for thirsty farm hands who toiled in the French countryside.
Yep.
Yeah.
True story.
Well, this says country sud.
Yep, that's wrong.
I don't know if that's what is that.
Country Sue? That's a person. Isn't
Oh,
it?
okay. Okay. Toiled in the French country sud. Pale and crisp with a subtle spicy undertone. I wouldn't say that.
Very
They hop theirs with melon and blanc for layers of honeydew, peaches, and mango. Here's to unlikely heroes in unexpected places. A really great book about a mouse that mattered. Brilliant and refreshing.
I don't taste any of those flavors.
Mango?
I don't get mango.
Mango and melon.
Lemon, that's
Melon
it.
is pretty common.
I mean,
yeah.
melon isn't
melon.
an overly strong flavor anyway, so
It's subtle. I can get the melon.
and
Almost like,
peaches.
it's almost like melon rind.
Yeah,
Kinda mellow.
I get more rind than anything else.
It's got that slight bitterness.
Really?
I don't think it's that bitter, to be honest.
it's
more
not
spicy.
IPA. It's not IPA bitter. Yeah, sure.
It's more. I'd say it's more spicy than it is bitter. It's dry, but
It is dry.
I get a real bitter taste.
so dry.
Yeah. Like the desert. Like the French countryside.
Because when I think of desert, I think of French
There
countryside.
you go.
It is a beer that after you take a sip, because it's dry, you want to take
You want
another
more?
sip, but
Yeah.
just not of this.
Yeah, I kind of want just some water to drink after it.
Clint would
So-
drink this and then he'd chase it with a like native Texan or something.
Yeah.
I wish I would have remembered what this tastes like and not got it in it.
I mean, yeah,
That's so many other beers.
relative to the other saisons we've had, this actually isn't like, this is better than those. in
This
my
is probably
opinion.
my least favorite saison that
same
I've had.
Really?
I'd agree.
Yeah.
This is okay.
Usually they're not as powerful.
I would
to my
actually-
opinion.
I don't like the style, but to me, this is like the most mild of that style that we've had.
Whoa.
It's clear and clean.
I feel the opposite.
But,
I feel like so
I would
much
say this is
extreme.
probably the clearest saison we've
Yeah,
ever had, though.
yeah, that it is that. But I'd
This is
take
like in
I'd take
terms
a
of
plowshare or a
absolutely not.
Comtesse from Hop Squad.
Did we try that one? We did do that one. Didn't we? Yeah.
I've had it several times.
But did we have it?
Yeah, they brought it over.
I was like, would you consider Jester King's La Petite Prince? Would you consider that a saison?
It's a farmhouse.
Yeah, it's a farmhouse.
Yeah.
Would you consider saison though?
I don't think so.
There's like gray. There's like
it's-
blurring lines
yeah.
on saison and farmhouse.
Yeah.
'Cause saisons are farmhouse, but they're
I think it is. I think it technically is because they don't use any wild culture or anything in that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is probably made on the farm on East 6th.
Yeah.
way down in the farm.
Taste
Back
all the
40.
homeless people. And the,
Well, they
You
weren't.
don't have to go that far to get to a farm from anywhere in Austin, though. To be fair,
To be fair.
there's farms like
A mile down the
less
road.
than half a
Yeah.
mile away from where I work, so
Yeah.
out on the east side.
But you
Brag
work on a
about it.
farm.
Just saying.
Brag about it. That's all I'm saying.
Server farms?
I'm just saying. Fuck
But,
you guys. How about that?
Sounds good. Yeah.
Farmer market.
Farmer market. Yeah.
I think I disagree with Clint. I think it's the strongest we've had.
Well, it's
Also
it's
the
clearly not
least-
the strongest.
The least like
6.1%.
Well, I'm not
6.3.
talking about
Oh, is that what it says there? Okay.
it's not flavor.
I'm gonna say what it always reminds me of is you can cut this in if you want. It's all like the 6.6 on the Splasher episode.
Yeah.
It's like no,
I thought that was 6.2.
no, it was 6.6.
Oh, was it? Okay.
I remember that one specifically just because
Yeah.
we were 2.5 beers in and we were like 30 minutes into this.
Yeah, I think
This is not going to end well.
I didn't tell you guys that for a reason. But yeah.
No. We've learned.
Plowshare. It'll get you drunk.
It we'll do that, yeah. Beans and rice all day will get you drunk.
That's true.
This, I don't know. I'm digging this Despereaux. I really am.
As I'm drinking it, the bitterness isn't as strong, and I get more of those fruity flavors.
I do. I
Still more citrus for some reason, but like
it reminds me of like a really leafy, almost like leafy bitterness. So very
Yeah.
very faint.
like a vegetal.
Yeah, vegetal.
Vaginal. You guys threw that word out last week too.
Nickel
When we were at
fest.
Silver.
We had to explain. We
Probably.
had to explain to Joel what vegetal was.
Yeah.
He's like,
still
that makes a lot
remember
more sense than the vaginal I was thinking of.
Yeah.
I'm not
But,
getting any of those yeasty notes.
Well, I mean, strong in the flavor, not the alcohol content.
Yeah.
It's usually I feel like saisons are a little, in my opinion, a little watered down or light. This seems very powerful in the zest, lemony flavor.
They can like feel lighter, but generally they're like 6% or so.
Yeah, typically the ones I've
full
seen,
of fruity flavors.
I always want to think they're funkier than they actually are. They're usually on that drier side, just not once again not bitter but rindy. Like
Yeah, I haven't really had too many rindy ones except for this one.
Do you think that's what's causing it?
it could be.
Because that's what I was thinking when I was talking through it. Was maybe the rye is accenting it or like high.
Rye?
rind.
Yeah.
Or the,
Oh,
like
rind.
rind. Like
I thought you said rye earlier.
rind.
I think
They're saying-
rye would be spicier. Also darker, I believe.
yes.
Yeah, they're saying that it tastes like the rind.
Melon
from
rind.
Yeah, melon or something like that.
Like
Gotcha.
if you were to bite into an orange without actually peeling it,
Oh
That's
yeah,
pith.
that's a good way of explaining it.
or
Oh man, Clint really liked that one. It's finished.
Thanks, guys, for making me
Shotgunned
drink
it.
beers I don't like.
That should be our mini episodes. We just
Sure.
afterwards,
He
15
won't.
minutes.
He
to
won't
make it
show up.
click.
He just won't.
What's that?
If we do beers that you don't like, if
Oh,
we
yeah.
keep constantly
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
beers that you don't
I'll
like,
just stop showing up.
we'll
we should
do
just stop announcing it. Ross, you and I should just like pick the beers.
Yeah.
we'll do a series of beers.
That's fine. I'm at my house. I can just be like, no. Y'all go ahead.
Just no, just not happening.
Not gonna do it.
Not gonna do it.
Wouldn't be prudent.
So what
All
else do we have on Lazarus?
Let's drink
So-
a pilsner.
Well, we have to finish
Yeah.
all of ours first. So a little bit about Lazarus. They say life begins in gardens. Tomatoes, zucchini, eggplants,
Is
and
that a-
basil.
Genesis reference or
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
No, I don't know.
Well, it's Lazarus, right? Like
I think Peter Gabriel. Anyway, so that's where it started for them, out on their deck, grilling with friends, discovering the joy of handcrafted food. And then there were hops. They planted 2 small rhizomes, which is just a cutting from a hop plant. They planted on a whim, yet they roared to life and swallowed their patio in a blaze of green, which still do that. Hops are not small plants.
They are not.
Yeah. And they like to grow on things. They describe them as rampant and seductive.
they're hops,
I don't know what they were doing out that garden. Yeah.
Uh,
So yeah.
eating
So
apples.
Smoking weed.
Gardening
No,
nude.
The hop's cousin.
Yeah. And they thought it would be a shame to let them go to waste. And they had been roasting their own coffee for years, so why not try brewing beer? So it seems such an innocent decision at the time. And then they had beer.
I saw people drinking coffee there when I went today.
Yeah, they served coffee there.
I thought it was funny because it's all right in the front, like they're like shoving it in your face, and then there's like 2-3 people on the side just drinking out of the coffee cups.
As you're walking up to the bar.
Yeah, everyone's there drinking.
What are these fools doing? They know they have beer here, right?
Yeah, everyone's drinking, and these 3 people are like in the little book area, the little library kind of area, drinking their coffee.
Yeah, so they were home brewing for a while in Montana, which is where they lived.
Ah, that makes much more sense.
Yeah.
Like, not on the patios of Austin. It was like, hops. I would
No, yeah.
I'd be a miss.
Well,
there was hops growing
people
here.
do grow hops in their backyard here.
Urban.
But it takes a lot more
Urban gardening.
to get
Just,
them roaring
Isn't that where you plant stuff like...
just wherever.
Yeah, then you go back and come back a couple months later and just pick it out of somewhere like outside of the building and forage it.
That's urban foraging. But yeah, I guess, I don't know. And in 2010, they teamed up with Montana's largest brewery, which is Big Sky Brewing, to brew a special beer that would help people in need. It was called All Souls Ale. And I think profits went to some charity. I'm not sure. It was an 11% beer, fit for a king, they said. And that got them thinking, how about a brewery of their own? And that's what their friends kept asking, I guess, because they kept home brewing good stuff. And they're like, when are you opening a brewery?
Get out of my garden. Fuck you.
Get on the other side of the fence, Wilson.
Hey, man, is that weed? Nah, it's hops. Get off my lawn.
So, but once the idea sprouted, there's no turning back. They built their own 10-barrel system with a cozy little tap room right there in the heart of East Austin.
So wait, how did they make the transition? Yeah. Did they have anything about that?
No.
So they built their own system in Austin.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Good story.
A place where they can't grow their own hops.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You
I guess
assume that garden's still there. I mean, I assume.
there are already a lot of breweries in Montana per capita.
That's not saying much.
Yeah. Actually, I have it here.
Oh, this guy.
So craft breweries per capita, Montana has 9.6
Nice.
per 100,000 people. Texas, we have 1.3.
Oh, okay.
So
And we have a lot more people.
yeah,
So we probably have a lot more breweries.
yeah,
Very
but
Look at Suds Mucky.
I think they're tied with they're tied with Maine for second at 9.6. And Vermont has the most,
Wait, 9.6?
9.6
Vermont.
breweries.
Wait,
Per.
didn't you say 1.6 for Montana?
No, we are 1.3.
Okay.
9.6 is Montana.
Oh, well, that changes everything about how I was
Per
perceiving that.
100,000, 21 plus adults.
There's a
Gotcha.
brewery there.
Yes.
So there's 90 breweries?
And a lot of elk.
Is that right? Am I doing the math right?
You're not doing the math right.
Wait, it's one per
If
100
there's a
and something
million
thousand?
people in the whole state,
Oh,
I
they
guess.
said 9 million. Okay. Sorry.
It's 9.6 per capita.
Oh, okay.
So
Gotcha.
per 100,000 people,
Gotcha. Okay.
there's a brewery.
I was trying to work it backwards, but
Wait, how's that not 9?
I don't want
That's
to.
what she said.
I'm trying to do the math. 10 times 9.6.
I don't
right?
know how many people live in Montana.
Oh, I thought you said there was a million.
No, I did not say
Oh.
that.
Yeah, we need to know either total breweries in Montana or total people in Montana to back into this calculation.
There's a lot of letters in this.
Okay, well,
I think you just do Montana population and Google will tell you what it is.
no, I can. I also have
I
that
bet if you Google
information.
Montana, it would tell you.
They have 75 breweries.
Yeah,
Yeah.
1.6. 1,062,000.
Well, we just answered both, so we don't have to do the math.
Yeah.
on either one.
Wait, so there's 70?
75
75
breweries
breweries.
there.
That's a lot, man.
There's 251 here.
Does that actually check out to 9.6 per 100,000?
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
If you want to do the
Oh,
math
wait,
on your own
it's
time.
just too far away.
Too far away.
Sorry, Yang.
Well, I
He
think
disappointed
if
you.
you compare that to Austin, I mean, what's Austin 1.5 with the surrounding areas?
Okay.
And we probably have
Actually, I
3
saw
dozen
that the
breweries?
other day.
something like that.
Vine
Anybody
Pair
guess?
said how many we had.
Can we drink the Pilsner yet?
No.
There's still some of this
I
left.
have to wait for Joel.
Oh man,
So I gotta finish these.
my glass grew. Thanks, Lazarus.
Did you pour more?
Did it come back to life after 4 drinks? Get it?
So what's the story of Lazarus? I don't know it.
Do we want to get in it now or later?
Later.
Okay.
Lazarus. Every time you say it, just like Lazarus.
Are they in a pit?
No.
Does Ra's al Ghul have one?
Lazarus. No. So they have some quotes on their website, which is pretty cool. I like, but I don't know. So they have, from man's sweat and God's love, beer came into the world, which is attributed to St. Arnold.
From man sweat? And
Like from the brewery or from the person?
No, St. Arnold, the person
Ah,
who may or may not have existed. They say he did. From 640 AD. And then there's, a bar is just a church where you serve beer. Jim White said that.
I like that.
Okay. So why would a pastor start a brewery, you say?
yeah, that's exactly what I was
So a
asking.
pastor actually started this one?
Yeah.
Hey, Ross, why does a pastor start a brewery?
Oh, so why would a pastor start a brewery? You
Sounds like a
say?
joke.
Maybe beer lends insight into people, is what they say. Maybe it helps keep us grounded. Maybe maybe it's just history repeating itself.
No,
I don't see how any of that's connected. But
I think you were right with hipster, something about hipsters.
Hipsters repeating themselves.
yeah, you see, for over 1,000 years, some of the best brewers in the world were people of faith, which we've talked about before.
Yeah.
We had a whole episode
check out our
about
Belgian episode.
Yeah, there you go. Texas Trappists.
I think if I didn't listen to confessions all day, I'd probably want to drink too.
I'm not sure
roasted.
I'm not sure the monks heard confession. Anyways, though, those early brew masters felt faith and beer could work together to craft a better community. They tend to agree, which was the point of beer in monasteries. They say, I don't know if that's how it went, but because the monasteries held the Grutenreichs, so they could say who could brew and who couldn't. So
God damn.
outside the monastery. Yeah. So, and then they have another quote here. No one would do anything if they knew what they were in for.
More German oppression is all I hear.
Well, it's from the Milagro Beanfield War, which is a 80s movie directed by Robert Redford. So, with John Hurt in it. Rest in peace.
Oh, rest in peace, John Hurt.
Yeah. Do you know who that is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He was the war doctor.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I thought he was
Not that guy.
the
No.
Napoleon Dynamite guy.
That's a different guy.
John Hurt?
Yeah. That's
I'm thinking John Hurt.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. My
Yeah.
bad.
yeah.
As long as we're on an agreement. John Hurt was the war doctor.
Once
Yeah.
again, kind of you're wrong.
I thought that's who you were thinking of, but then I was like,
On this episode, sponsored by Bing. We Bing stuff.
No, fuck that. We use Google
we
whenever
Bing-
Tony's not around.
We Bing
we
stuff.
use IMDb.
We Bing stuff as we drink stuff.
I know who John Hurt is. It's bugging the hell out of me now.
Well, he was in Big. He was the bad guy in Big. You remember?
Yeah.
Also, Home Alone, he had a small part. He was his dad in Home Alone.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that guy.
That guy.
You know that guy?
I know that guy.
So,
That
yeah,
fucking
we don't
guy.
need to go
Fucking
any
guy.
further. You know.
Oh, we did
yeah.
pass 2 years ago.
Yeah, he did.
So did John Hurt.
Yeah, John Hurt did as well.
That's why I was all
But not until after he was a doctor.
John Hurt had other major roles as well.
I prefer John Hurt to John
I do
Hurt,
too, yeah.
Really. Although John Hurt was pretty good.
Agreed.
But John Hurt is
He had a small part.
he's got some
Kevin!
he had a small part in Kevin's mom.
Every photo of him looks
Ooh.
different.
John Hurt?
Hurt.
Hurt. Yeah,
Every photo of him
he was
looks totally
he was a
different.
man of many characters.
Alien.
Well, he was also
Hellboy.
Professor Broom
Yeah.
in
Oh, he's a Snowpiercer. I like Snowpiercer.
I didn't really like it. It was okay. 1984, of course.
Elephant Man.
Yeah, he was the Elephant Man.
Is that a horse?
No,
Elephant.
it's he has a disease that grows tumors all over his face.
He looks like a horse. He looks like a horse.
I don't know what you're looking at.
He has a bag over his head and it's
Yeah.
kind of out like a horse. When it was small, it looked like a horse.
I can see a horse, yeah. But no,
He looks like Cubone.
he just, yeah. He was the first Cubone. But no, yeah, he has a bag over his head.
But no. But no.
That'd be some good acting. We're going to put a bag over your face.
Pretend to be a horse.
And you just speak words. No facial expressions, no emotions, just words.
Well, I think that would be easier.
Exactly. That's the point. It's not really acting.
I'm sorry. You're speaking too many words. Could you just say Cubone?
That's how you end up with Bane.
The fire rises.
Well, nobody cared. Nobody cared about who he was until he put on the mask.
Allegedly.
I still really like this beer.
It's okay.
It's growing on me. I could do 3 of these.
This would not be the one that I would order.
I would almost guarantee, though, that if I had any other beer and I had drank this one, I wouldn't enjoy it nearly as much.
I could see that. Yeah, I really.
Is it weird to say I don't
that.
like drinking it, but the mouth flavor at the end, like what it tastes like after you've drank a whole pint, it's pretty good.
It's very enjoyable. I do enjoy it, but I would not call it refreshing by any stretch of the means.
No, I think it's too bitter. It's got too much lingering bitterness there.
It's the Gatorade
for me,
beers.
At least. It's not the Gatorade of beers.
Just like the Gatorade
I'm going to give it a 0 simply because I couldn't do 3 of it.
Yeah,
it's like this is a during the meal beer for me.
Right.
Yeah,
I'd say a 0 as well because I'd order almost anything else except what I got last time when we were at Lazarus. But
I enjoy the beer, I really do, but I just couldn't do 3.
I can see how somebody else might like it, just not me. So Joel, what do you?
0. Yeah.
Oh, so all 0s except Clint?
0.
Yeah. But Joel, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, it's a hard sell for me. Drinking it, it's pretty strong. It has a lot of zest. But after drinking a little bit, like when Cutter's like how he said that it was tasting better, that you kind of started to like it towards the end. Same thing. Like at the end is like the mouth flavor, like that sensation is kind of cool. But drinking it, it's a little overpowering. And I didn't care for it too much. So I'm going to give it a 0 too.
Okay. Clint, what were your thoughts?
Give me the Pilsner.
Give me the Pilsner. Yeah, it was a 0. It's just, it's not my style of beer. So
okay,
it was expected for this to be a 0.
Yeah.
Even though he finished it before all of us.
Yeah. And then the last sip was still bitter to me, and it's just a little too much hoppiness.
Yeah. No, I feel the same way.
Well, fuck Cutter. Let's drink this Pilsner. Always. Yeah. Prodigal Pils. German Pilsner.
You guys
Yeah.
stop pouring.
They also have they have a single hop German Pils right now.
Yeah, I feel like they had a couple pills. I guess those are the 2. Making a couple.
Damn, that is pretty clear as well.
Well, it's better.
Actually, this is less clear than the last one.
So yeah, we visited Lazarus after Partners in Craft, which was the first night of the Austin Beer Festival. Or well, sorry, not Austin.
You say we.
Texas Craft Beer Festival. Well, okay, you, me, and Tucker.
Yeah, Tucker.
Although Tucker wasn't at Lazarus with us, but Joel was. Joel's there.
This isn't this isn't as clear as the other one. It's got a little bit more cloudiness to it. Still a good color.
No head.
The head, well, I had head on mine.
It disappears quickly.
It's pretty thin, but not a problem.
Better than that saison, but I guess soapiness or something. I don't know.
What was your take on the Partners in Craft?
I preferred the next day. Partners in Craft, they're just, I don't know. It was fun. It was cool. The thing was, it was themed, and I really like that. Everybody had a collaboration, and they just had one beer each, which I understand. It's not, you don't want to overwhelm. You don't want to overwhelm everybody the first night, I guess. I don't know, ease everybody into it. Plus, it's only 2 hours, or 2.5 hours. I can't remember.
3 hours. 6 to 9.
Oh yeah.
We just got
3.5
there,
hours.
We got there we got there.
Yeah, it's 5:30 to 9:30.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Good. For some reason.
Yeah, it was me.
It was 3.5 hours.
But time wasn't the issue. It was just that the collaboration kind of idea.
No, yeah, but But if you only have 3.5 hours, it's probably
the way that
best to
Ross and I
limit
did it.
the,
I think is the best way. So we found another person, like 3 people. Like you can kind of sip on each other's beers, like kind of get a flavor of everything. Like in that time frame, we definitely hit. I'd say 90% of the beers there.
Yeah, they were only.
That's not bad.
I think there were only a couple I didn't try.
Well, there's
a few.
there was a few that were already out, or a few that didn't show up.
One didn't
too.
show up. The Thirsty Planet wasn't ever there.
Really?
Or it went really quick.
Yeah, because we weren't there super late.
We got there like 6 maybe.
No, we got there we left my house at about 6. So my thoughts on it is that it was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I
would definitely go again.
Oh yeah, because it's one of those things you're gonna find probably beers you will only find.
Yeah,
in tap
only
room.
there. Or the tap room.
Or yeah,
they're. I think like a lot of them were made specially for the festival, but I don't know.
That's what I thought. I thought they made it especially
No, a lot of them.
one time only.
Some of them were collab beers between local breweries. Some of them were with collab beers from outside of Texas. Some of them were with people that weren't even breweries.
Easy Tiger.
Yeah, Easy Tiger. Yeah, it's their bakery. So
and farmer some vegetables to home delivery service or something.
Right.
Somebody did something with something.
To me, the most interesting booth that was there though was the
the water.
The watershed. What the hell is it called?
The Texas Brewshed Alliance.
3 different breweries that did the same recipe but just different water.
Yeah. So they had groundwater, they had city water.
They had groundwater, rainwater, and city water.
Yeah.
Austin city water.
I thought it was really interesting because we were expecting them to be vaguely the same because they used the exact same ingredients.
Yeah, they were not.
They were not.
And that really, if anybody's like wondering how important water is, that's really good.
Did you get any
too bad not everybody can try that.
Did you get any takeaways from it? Like what water might be best to
depending
brew?
I would say it would be depending on your style because the rainwater was clearly the clearest, lightest.
Lightest. It didn't have a whole lot of flavor.
Groundwater had more minerality.
Yep.
I think the groundwater was all over the best.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
And then the Austin City water, which you got, was the bitterest, right?
It was the most bitter. It had a little bit of funk to it, but it wasn't unpleasant. It was just
I wouldn't say
drinking it. It was definitely
not the best of the 3.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, because I've heard people complain about whale water or groundwater.
Whale water?
Like from the whale. yeah. Well, they get that blubber. They get that blubber water.
This Pilsner is delicious, by the way.
It's pretty good.
Oh, Clint's here.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get into Saturday too, where I wasn't there and Clint took my spot.
Well,
Saturday was fun. I got to remember some of the beers I drank though.
I did enjoy the Friday. I would definitely go again, but it's definitely more for the unique experience. I don't think the people that would want to try a whole bunch of beers would enjoy that as much as they probably did on Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday was cool because you have like regular beers that you can try pretty much any time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. More regular styles. Pretty much any time, except for if you're Hop Squad.
Yeah. They were there.
They weren't there on Friday?
They weren't there.
No. They didn't have a collaboration. Mm-hmm. So anyway, but also Beer Museum was there.
Oh, nice.
We had literally a 5-minute discussion.
It was 10, but yeah.
I'm surprised they let us record that long because we came back to them like when the whole thing was shutting down. So they were like, wrap it up. We're like, okay,
it's like,
start.
you don't have anything else you can do except tell us to wrap it up. But yeah.
They were setting up, they're closing up shop.
So we're here with Matt and Jen from the Beer Museum.
Hey.
Also Matt from ABW, but I'm not sure he's allowed to say that. But
neither here nor there.
So what are you guys doing at the festival?
Why
would they let you here?
I don't even know.
we came to Partners in Craft to show off the beer museum and to also make some crafts. Jen is spearheading that project. If you want to tell them about it.
I'm making spearheads
doing
out of
way
cans.
better than Matt. Just standing there.
As usual. Yeah, typically I do.
So we are live here, if you can't tell, people. Okay.
Some of the stuff that was happening was the crafts I was making out of beer cans and labels and whatnot, which I can turn into pin bag buttons and bottle opener keychains and magnets and other interesting things.
For free.
Getting the wrap it up signal.
So we get
it was fun.
It was fun how quick
me an Oasis Meta Butter
while you were talking and while you were doing it also.
Thanks, Jen.
I'm a speedster.
Yeah.
Also, I did a lot of cocaine before we came in.
Speaking of
She
cocaine,
butt chugged cocaine.
Stop, man. We're not going to do that this time.
you brought up we
did talk about
bring
that
up
last time,
butt
right?
chugging every episode now
All
because of you guys. So how much do you love Fifth Element now?
I told you this was off the table. It's the same amount as last time.
Okay. Anything you want to tell people about the beer museum?
We really like this festival. It's awesome, because it's all about collaboration and community, and so is the festival tomorrow, the Texas Craft Brewers Fest. Yes, and
which you'll be volunteering.
Which we will be volunteering. Well, Matt's just going to be drinking.
I'm working for ABW.
Working,
no,
air quotes.
Working for
ish. No.
The
Speaking
flavor.
of ABW, when we're going to get more of that Charlie Shine, more of that wet hops.
Well, wet hop is Centennial is in the tap room right now.
Okay.
We got
Don't want to go there.
another Pils coming up, wet hop, and then an Idaho 7.
Idaho 7,
which is, we just brewed
wet
a
hop
few days
Idaho
ago.
7.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I got nothing.
More about the beer museum. What do you guys do?
So
people who haven't listened to it.
Everybody's listened to y'all.
Well, I know.
But for people who haven't listened to you, we are a traveling pop-up museum. So we pop up at different breweries, festivals, tap rooms, and we bring a mobile display to talk about beer history and the beer artifacts that we're showing off. Our ultimate goal is to have a brick and mortar and be a brewery and a museum. The idea is that as you go through the museum exhibits and see how beer has evolved, you can also taste how the beer has evolved as well throughout history.
Yeah.
So
I remember you saying that. That's cool. And you guys do on the weekends or whenever you get a chance, you brew historical styles, right?
We do, yeah. We've brewed a few different types.
Like a Spam style?
Historic Spam style. Actually, we did harken that one back to cock ale, which I'm sure you've had plenty of.
Oh, yeah, plenty.
Forgot that.
But it was a beer style.
He said his fill.
A beer that was made with chicken. Rod, you just throw a chicken in there.
Wow.
Probably not what you were thinking cock ale was.
Chili.
Just throw a chicken in it?
Yeah, just throw chicken in it.
I don't think so.
That's the way this guy does it. They've only been to the hospital like a dozen times. But
You would have enjoyed our Spam beer.
Spam beer.
Maybe.
It was pretty good.
It was beer. It was beer,
Yeah.
so.
It was. We've also done an ancient Egyptian ale. We did a bock Box used to be ale. They've been around for so long that now they're lagers, but they were ale. And then
everything was ales at one time.
Everything was ales at one time. That's our slogan. The beer museum. Everything was ales.
Matt said that's his tattoo. In case you couldn't hear that.
I won't tell you where it is.
Matt actually does have a tattoo, but he doesn't tell anyone.
It's on the forehead.
Is it the beer museum tattoo? Oh, geez, wow! I did not expect that.
No.
Anyway,
Anything?
it's very
What's your
surprising.
favorite brew that you've brewed so far?
For the beer museum?
Yes.
Man.
The bearded guard we just brewed.
Yeah, the bearded guard. Okay.
Careful.
I'm now holding the microphone.
Yeah, we heard that. Yeah. The exchange we heard. Yeah.
We just did a collaboration with Middleton and Rough House out in San Marcos. Brewed a bearded guard, which is very closely related to a Belgian saison.
Right.
And
Delicious.
should be ready in the next few
French,
months.
and then
Yeah, exactly, on the French-Belgian border.
geographically very close.
Yes. So that'll be out soon-ish.
Are they going to serve it at Rough House and Middleton?
Rough House and Middleton,
Cool.
and probably distribute it around.
Out in New Braunfels, right?
Yeah. Rough House took a couple barrels back to their place when we brewed it at Middleton, and they're going to put their own wild bugs in it to do
cool.
their own thing.
Nice. Oh,
and
yeah.
It'll be like cleanly fermented at Middleton, and so it'll be kind of two different
Cool,
styles.
yeah.
Two different
No,
versions
that
of the
is
same
really
beer.
cool. Okay.
So that one was.
And then what are you guys going to do at the beer museum? Oh, no.
the?
You guys can't actually serve beer.
Yeah, not yet. But that one,
You can put it on tap at ABW. Get label approval. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
Okay.
Collaboration.
There you go.
Besides that, Spam
Collaboration.
beer is probably my favorite one that we
Yeah?
had.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
It was just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Turned out really good, surprisingly.
Wow. Did you cook the Spam first? Well,
We did.
Spam's pre-cooked, so
Well, and then we double cooked it.
nice. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. And put pineapple puree in there too.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's where it's
Hawaiian.
Yeah. Never
That's
forget.
living
makes
the high
sense.
life.
Never forget. All right. Well, it's been great talking to you guys.
Yeah, of course.
Great seeing you out here at Partners in Craft. I guess you guys you won't have a booth here tomorrow, but
No, we'll be here.
well, yeah, we'll see you guys.
Yeah.
somewhere.
Did you?
Sounds good.
Jen.
Yeah, we saw Jen.
Almost immediately.
Yeah.
Jen won't be asking for tickets, so hopefully.
Begging for
Yeah,
tickets.
begging for
well.
tickets. So she'll be waving for tickets.
I will.
All right. Well, cool. Thanks a lot for talking to us.
Jen, Matt, it's good to see you guys.
Yeah.
Good to see y'all
good.
too.
Always.
Now GTFO.
Well, sort of. It's good to see Jen.
Hop in my Pontiac GTFO.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then there's Tucker.
Quick.
Yeah, before they kick us out here.
Yeah. What do you
yeah.
do? Wait, what's the festival for you? How much do you love it?
No, it's been great.
Yeah.
I'm volunteering tomorrow. And
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool.
So that'll be fun.
All right.
Yeah,
All right. Well, we
Yeah.
have to get out.
that's
Cut it off.
And they were like serious, like,
Get it off.
Tucker's gonna jump on?
Tucker had a good laugh about how nobody was good at Mario Kart except for a couple people who were very competitive. Fucking Toad.
Well, that was fun.
yeah.
Did you guys?
It's more fun talking to Flavor Dave.
Yeah. It's a shame we didn't record it talking to anybody else, but oh well, what can you do? But we had a good conversation with Hop Squad at intermittently.
we?
Yeah. Talking about what's going on with them.
They're open next month, right?
We ran into
6 weeks. 6 weeks.
Jeff.
Who was very friendly,
Oh yeah.
really threw me off. Like,
Jeff who?
Jeff Young.
Jeff Young.
No,
All
not
right.
Jeff who.
Wait, Jeff from
Blue Owl.
Blue Owl.
Blue Owl.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
he
He remembered you guys?
he came in. He was really excited to have a hug, and I was like,
That's your favorite thing,
I
right?
said, wait, are we hugging now?
Is it-
Okay, all right.
Who's the
No,
guy?
Ross
at,
loves hugs.
No,
who's the guy at Circle? Is it Kevin?
Sweaty hug. Ben.
Yeah, so
Ben?
we
That happened with
had
Ben and I. He remembered me
awesome
as like,
conversation with him.
Oh yeah,
Flava Dave from North by Northwest.
of course. Which we didn't think it was him because
He looked different.
He did
Yes.
look different. And then we also talked to
Ryan there right before he left.
Oh, and I talked to Orf.
Whitestone?
Oh yeah,
So yeah, we really messed up.
Yeah, from
I would have talked to Orf, but-
while we were and
Brian from
Kevin.
Whitestone?
and Kevin who doesn't want to be recorded.
Right.
Yeah.
But it would have been good to that's
I love
solid
those guys.
content that we could have
Next
recorded.
time.
Yeah.
Next time we'll
have
we'll
different.
need-
we'll have a better.
we talked to
equipment
Orf.
for
We'll
it.
have a better setup.
We talked to Orf on Friday also.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
He was busy. People were coming.
Yeah, he
coming up
was.
to
He was
him
hanging out
and-
with friends on Friday night.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Orphan
It
friends.
was really
Yeah.
Orphan Friends. I'd say his is one of the bigger hits there at the festival.
What was
there on
that
Friday.
the thing? What
He had a
did he have
decent
on
line.
Friday?
Monster Blood.
Monster Blood?
Old fashioned Monster Blood, which was a beer made with a lot of old special effects ingredients.
Oh,
really?
Like one example, there weren't a lot of examples on the website, but like in Psycho and a lot of old movies, they use chocolate syrup for blood.
Yeah.
So he had a lot of you tasted a lot of chocolate
Yeah, he
syrup in
did.
it. I liked it. Everybody else was hating on it, especially this guy.
was it too many flavors?
Wasn't my favorite.
It's not the best beer ever, but I thought it was enjoyable.
At least a one.
Yeah, oh, definitely. But
That was
I don't know if
one.
I would want to drink it all day because it was pretty sweet. But yeah,
What kind of beer?
But that's his beers are like experience
it was.
beers.
Yeah,
it was an
I
Orf
would-
beer.
Yeah, it was an Orf beer.
Orf beers are like you drink them for the experience of drinking them.
I
like,
could
to
see
see
that,
what
yeah.
they're about.
Which the thing is on Saturday, He had everybody was limited to just 2 beers, I guess. But
really but he had a Copperbock.
Yeah, he had his Copperbock. And
I am surprised he didn't do the Hop Rocker.
Yeah, me too, because that would be
I
would shut down the show.
I would have done the Salutation and the Hop Rocker. That's what I would.
He didn't do either of those.
Alex and Caesar both wanted the Copperbock. They both had mentioned at separate times that they were. Like,
also, he didn't do the Ochinami.
Yeah,
which is like one of his standout beers. It's not like the one that I like the most.
No, it's not his standout. It is a standout beer.
Yeah, it's just so unique.
I remember the first time Clint mentioned it, and I was like, I want to try this beer. And I did, and I was all like, holy shit.
And then Clint didn't want to go to Orf.
Like Japanese tea leaves, but it's white tea, I think?
It's jasmine flowers.
And then it's peppercorn or something like that, right?
Nutmeg.
Does he use...
Is
nutmeg.
It's some kind of spice, right?
It's nutmeg.
You said that.
Yeah, I know, and you keep on talking like it's not nutmeg. It's nutmeg.
He told us what was in it when we were there.
You should listen to the episode or listen to him when you were there.
Or just show
when
up
he said it was nutmeg.
I didn't talk to him about that beer, so fuck you, Cutter.
That's right, you weren't there.
Yeah.
My bad. So Saturday was less about collaboration.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, they were
Saturday
almost
was,
I don't think they were
mainstream. Like,
there was like
pushed out.
Joel was there.
It was just the segue into you guys'.
Pretty much everybody was represented there. Other than Jester King wasn't there, I don't think.
They were there.
They were
Family Business?
Yeah, they had Le Petit Prince.
Family Business was there? They were outside.
That's right. Even like St. Arnold was there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
They had one of the bigger booths.
Blue Owl won in terms of their booth setup, but they also were the...
a collaborator or whatever it was called. They gave them more money.
They gave them more leeway in what they could do as well. So they had more than 2 beers.
They had
but it was like a little luau setup kind of thing.
They also had a Double Dapper Devil.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Was it still raspberry?
Yeah, it was the same. It was just Imperial.
It was they had their Cool in the Gang with lemon zest.
Yeah.
They had what else did I try over there?
They had the Professor Black,
I didn't.
Which is now in cans right now. It's in
was
two beers.
Wasn't it a different one? Did they have? Was it Professor Black with something else?
I think that one was the same.
Okay.
It was just Professor Black.
Their Citra Hop Totem, I think they had.
But I didn't do.
I didn't try that one.
I've seen that one in cans.
It was whatever was.
Citra is a hop,
and then Cool in the Gang. And whatever was on the top of their list is what I tried first.
Okay.
And I can't remember what it was. God damn it. Anyway,
yeah.
This Pilsner is delicious.
Yeah, back to Lazarus real quick.
It's a lot better than that saison we were drinking.
It's light. I don't get the soapy notes.
I do,
soapy,
but
slightly.
I think that's common in a lot of Pilsners.
It's a very clean beer.
Anything to do with their water, maybe?
Lavender?
No, I think this is like common in Pilsners to have this kind of that kind of soapy note to it.
Mm-hmm.
The German styles,
yeah. Definitely
it's soft. It's very, very soft, especially considering where we came from, the Despereaux.
Yeah,
hard right there.
I agree. Yeah.
I would prefer this to the Despereaux. Either way,
no Saws hops in this thing.
No, no.
So good.
It's got actually. Hey, I actually have Prodigal Pils, German Pilsner, 5.2%. Oh wait, hang on. No IBU information because they don't like to tell you that for some reason.
Because it doesn't matter.
Not even on. Well, it gives you an idea a little bit.
Does it?
Yes, it gives you an idea.
How are you against?
An idea. You can't tell what it's going to taste like. But anyway, they say, here's to the prodigal and all of us, a lavish, extravagant German Pilsner, hopped with Tettnanger, Hallertau, Spalt, and Saphir. Crisp, dry, immensely refreshing, Germany's finest ingredients and one of our best beers yet.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
Except for some of the outlandish language, but you guys know how I don't appreciate
Yeah, we
beer
know.
more than it is. So
Also, it looks like Clint put these labels on his cans.
You're putting the labels on the cans.
Are they all crooked?
Just the sticker where it has the name of the beer.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
You know what? Fuck you, Joel. How about that?
Wow. Is that the first? No, that can't be the first. Oh. So you guys familiar with the Prodigal Son?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I'm not. I think there's a TV show on right now. It's called.
Oh
Prodigal
yeah,
Son.
it's also a TV show, but we don't need to talk about that. There's the parable of the prodigal son, which Jesus tells.
Is it a parable a story? Is it a paragraph?
Yeah, no, it's a story.
Yeah, you got to explain everything to me.
It's a story. It's a story with a moral in it, basically.
Ah, like Joker.
Jesus, yeah. Jesus
Apparently
tells.
has a moral. I don't know. People can bitching about it.
If it's Todd Phillips,
yeah.
it's probably a stupid moral.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, when I think of morals, I think of Hollywood. So I don't know.
When I think of morals, I think of the
Animaniacs.
Oh, there you go. Yes.
Wheel of morality.
Turn.
Tell us the lesson that we should learn.
That's getting inserted. Right?
Always wash your hands. No. I don't know what their morals ever were. Or it was like there was something like don't. I don't know. Anyway,
there was one episode where the wheel of morality actually gave like a real moral.
Yeah, and then they were very surprised.
They were like, that actually makes sense.
So Jesus shares this parable with his disciples, the Pharisees, and others. There's a father that has two sons, an older son and a younger son. The younger son's like
Cain and Abel.
Yes, exactly. The younger son wants his inheritance, and so he's like, give me my inheritance. And for some reason, he gives it to him. But then he goes and he's prodigal, which prodigal means lavish and like spending money, just like cutter, like on AC units and whatever.
Pretty much.
Stuff that he doesn't need.
I didn't know that's what prodigal meant.
Yeah.
I thought it was like ideal.
No.
Oh, I thought it was like chosen one.
No, because and then he comes back to his father, which is what I always thought was prodigal son. The prodigal son returns.
Yeah, that saying.
Yeah, which he does. He returns to his father because he's out of money.
He lost all of his money.
Yeah, exactly. He spent it all on whores and whiskey.
Simpler life.
It was AC units, not horse.
AC units and whiskey.
Yeah, that was a simpler life where you only had money to spend on rent and whores and whiskey.
Yeah.
I miss those days.
Yeah.
Me too.
Anyway, so he comes back. He says, I'll do whatever you want. I'll be a servant. I'll mop the floors. I'll do whatever you need to. And he's like, no, that's okay. You're my son. Come back to me. And then the older son is like, what the hell? You're just going to let him come back? And he's like, yeah, because he's my son and he's returned to me. And he says, but you've always been here by my side. Basically saying not that
you're my favorite,
not that he's lesser because he's been there, but because he's always been by his side, so he doesn't have to worry about him or something like that. But the prodigal son, it's about,
you got the morals.
It's about acceptance and forgiveness and all that.
That makes as much sense as an Animaniacs moral.
If at first you don't succeed, blame it on your parents.
Pretty much.
Brush your teeth after every meal. This moral is brought to you by the American Dental Association.
I don't feel like these are right, Joel. Like,
I
feel
sounds
like
right.
The morals used to make
It's
a
on
lot
Fandom.
less.
It's on the wiki.
I thought they were always like contorted morals and stuff like that.
I remember this one. Don't be a fool, stay in school.
No, like...
See, that's too much of a moral, right?
Right. I thought, it was
just
like
nonsense.
two opposite, or not opposite, but two like non-related morals somehow connected together is how I always remembered.
No, I don't. Well, there might be that.
Oh, this
but
one's
I've
good.
never seen that.
To be or not to be, that is the pencil.
That is
See? Yeah,
yes,
like
that's
that.
what I remember. There you go.
Yeah,
There you go.
That
it makes sense.
doesn't make any sense, or
And
does it?
why did Wacko have a British accent? I don't.
I heard that they're making a new season.
I don't know.
Of Animaniacs?
Yeah.
Really? God, I hope they don't.
But they're bringing back like all the original
No,
cast.
I don't care. I hope they don't.
All they're gonna do is like update, like it's all the original staff and everything. Like it should be just as good, except it's just modernized.
20 years later.
Have you
Well,
gone
as long
back
as
and
there's-
watched Animaniacs?
Are they still outsourcing?
You remind me
the-
of a young Scrappy Doo.
Right.
It's going to be terrible.
Oh yeah, of course.
You remind me of a young Bill Clinton.
There.
They were forward thinking 20 years ago.
Yeah. Now it's gonna. No, it's not gonna work.
If they
it's gonna be like New Rocco's
they're
Modern
just gonna
Life.
do the-
Oh,
I
no,
just-
don't say that. It was good.
I just
It was good.
imagine that they're going to do the same kinds of jokes.
No, but they're
just going to update them.
But they can't get away with that stuff anymore.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Same reason that you can't
PC
remake
culture.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's not going to be. It's not going to be on. I don't think it's going to be on like a network. I think it's going to be on like Netflix
I
or
don't
something
think it
like
really
that.
matters at that point. They're still
Yeah.
gonna be.
Well,
outrageous.
NPC. When was it out? Like
same reason you can't remake
late 90s?
Blazing Saddles. You cannot remake
that
Blazing Saddles.
really can't be remade. Harumph.
I didn't get harumph from that guy.
There you go. So Lazarus, there is Lazarus of Bethany, also known as Saint Lazarus or Lazarus of the 4 Days. There's also a figure called Lazarus mentioned in the Gospel of Luke, but they're two different people named Lazarus on the Bible.
All right.
But from the Hebrew, Elazar, which is interesting, it's mean God is my help. So maybe they mean it like that. Instead of
Lazarus.
Instead of the guy that was dead for 4 days and Jesus brought him back to life.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, I don't know why you would name your brewery Lazarus.
God is the help? Like a slave?
God is my help.
What does Laz mean? It'd be like Laz, comma, R, comma, us.
Don't they have parking garages?
Whatever you want, man.
They do have a little bit of parking as far as E6 goes.
And then they say further down there's more parking. I don't know.
Okay, so Prodigal Pils. What are we thinking right now, guys? I like it. I like Prodigal Pils. It's a good pilsner.
Yeah, it's
just
a Pils,
my style.
So.
I feel like it came back to me.
Good job,
Wanted us
Lazarus.
to enjoy it. And I was like, I appreciate you coming back to me, son. I'm going to take this
I
in.
get it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'd like a little more maltiness to it.
Yeah.
Just heft. Overall.
I'd like you with a little more maltiness, big son.
It's not
Legends. They have new episodes.
Oh, do they?
Shout out to BAYK Podcast.
2 new episodes.
Yeah.
I've heard.
Or 4 if you have, depending on the last time you listened to them. But yeah. Yeah, they released 2 episodes in September.
Oh.
Pretty good episodes, too.
This is a 1 for me. It's not my favorite pills that I've ever had, but it's good.
Yeah, it's still good, yeah.
It's all right.
I agree.
This is one of those everyday pills. So you just open this up. It's like, I assume that Joel would go, this is what I think beer should taste like.
This is what I think beer should taste like.
This is what beer should taste like.
It's a pretty good representation.
Yeah,
of what
it
beer
really
should
is.
taste like.
It's soft, not overly complicated.
Nice pour.
Your mom's a nice pour.
Ooh, that's what his dad thinks.
Oh, Doug.
Your mom's a nice glass. Is it a glass of milk? What's the thing? Glass of
Tall
water.
glass of water.
Glass of water. What's the saying?
Say Vince Lombardi.
It's like wait. What?
Say.
Firstly, my mom is not tall in any shape, way, or form.
Right. But she's made mostly of water, so.
Yeah. Anyway, so there's Christian, who is a Christian at Lazarus.
Christian Slater?
Wants those,
He's the visionary,
Not a lot of
the crazy guy who never gets tired of trying new things. 14 years in software, 7 years in ministry, gathered a flock, founded a nonprofit, and along the way he planted hops and started brewing. 2010, he partnered with Big Sky Brewing, as we talked about, to create All Souls. And in 2013, he went all in, sold his house in Montana, and moved to Austin. And
There's
began
the story.
working on a business
There it is.
plan. Yeah, that's the story.
2013.
But why?
2013.
I have a question.
Okay, 2013. That's the answer.
I have a question. Where does one find a flock?
The rest is history.
Where does one find a flock
Well,
in
you
2010?
see what happened was
You just gathered.
Montana.
No.
Okay.
I'll fill in the blanks for you right now. He was prepared for the world to end in 2012, and when it didn't,
Oh, okay.
Oh, that
He
makes
had to
sense.
find something to.
he was like,
Somewhere
okay,
to go.
well, fuck. All right,
There's
I'm going
Austin.
to Austin and starting a brewery.
Okay.
Don't we all want to do that?
So Christian loves IPAs. If you've seen their menu, you would know that they have a few on tap.
Ugh.
Americanos,
Not an overwhelming amount, though.
not an overwhelming amount,
like
but
13.
they don't have a lot of beers on tap.
They've got a lot of interesting beers, I will say.
I was pretty happy. When I was sitting in
They
line,
do.
I didn't hear a lot
Ross-
of people asking for IPAs today.
Ross mentioned Grisette earlier.
Oh, that's
which is
a
how they
big
come
takeaway from the Texas Beer Festival, though. A lot of gozas.
Yeah.
Well,
on
and
the-
hazy.
on-
It was
or
hot.
hazy / juicy. Yeah.
Gozas
yeah.
are delicious.
And he loves IPAs, Americanos, fly fishing, and fine English tobacco.
It's a very this
is an eclectic mix.
Welcome to Austin.
And it says one of his sons is the Yeti. I don't know what that means, but whatever.
I'm not a son.
They put it on there.
He's big and hairy.
So, and then there's Maryland. Yeah. Or
Monroe?
Sasquatch. Oh, I was thinking Sasquatch. No.
Yeah.
No, of course not. She's
like
been
a
dead
Sasquatch.
for a long time.
Marilyn Monroe.
But she is a saint, it says, or she should be anyway, for putting up with Christian. A queen of hospitality. She's been roasting her own coffee for over 10 years. She's also a master barista who spent 9 years learning how to run a highly successful coffee shop.
Does she sell the coffee that goats poop out?
No, I don't think so. Civets.
Is that what it is?
In Indonesia.
Isn't
I
there
am
some
100% certain.
Yeah, civets.
Is it in the? Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
They eat the coffee beans or the cherries, I think they call it, and then they poop out the beans. So they process it. So they sift through.
It's like
They collect the poop.
No,
you don't
I
have to
have
raise your
questions.
hand, man. Somebody else raises their hand.
Listen.
I know you have
all
a
you
question.
need to know is that there's an expensive
It's
coffee
the finest coffee in the world
that comes from cat poop.
Yeah.
It's weird that they have.
I think it's a feline. It's called a civet, so I don't know.
But how would you know how to roast that?
Look, in
How do you know how to
Indonesia, they
roast
don't
these
have a
nuts?
lot of stuff. So
That's a little weird that
they just do stuff and try things.
Dude, it's like there's cultures that have figured out.
Have you
like,
tried this cat shit coffee?
It's so
This is so good.
It was in a movie, even like
Is it?
Bucket List, I think, or something
Oh.
like that. With
that
Jack
way, I
Nicholson
could
and
see
Morgan
that
Freeman.
I can see that being on a bucket list. It's very expensive, hard to find coffee, of course,
Right.
because
you have to let a cat shit it out
Yeah.
before you can get it.
You know, it's just a guy who married a woman with a lot of cats. And was like, we got to do something with all this shit.
it looks like a
Can we
raccoon.
monetize this? Can we?
No, you're just harvesting the beans from the shit, but
It actually looks a lot like a raccoon.
All right, so it eats the coffee beans?
Yeah,
It eats the
It doesn't
fruit.
eat the coffee beans. It eats the plant, the coffee cherry, which the bean is in the middle of the cherry.
so when it eats it, it ingests the coffee bean,
and
but then it
it's-
passes through its
Yeah,
digestion.
it's
and
acid.
gets-
The coffee bean passes through unfazed. This will not phase the coffee bean.
just like the Bradleys.
I understand that part. Why? Wouldn't it just be better if you didn't roast it straight off the plant?
No, apparently not.
No,
Its digestive system is apparently pretty good.
Apparently you can't.
As far as I know. All right.
I thought it being partially
Dang
digested
it.
or whatever through the acids was like beneficial for the flavor
I
or something
believe
like that.
so.
Look, you got to hashtag work for the flavor, all right?
You really
Gotta
have to work
hashtag
for
eat
it.
that. Have that civet work for the flavor.
You can buy it on
It adds a nice
Amazon.
nickel flavor.
You can buy a canister of it on Amazon for $115.
The canister of the civet or the
It's
The
30.
cat shit.
It's
The actual cat.
it's already processed. It's whole beans though, so there might be you might want to wash
feces. There
them.
might still be feces on the beans.
I don't
is
think
what
they're allowed
saying.
to. It's got a civet on the label.
They do have.
actually.
They have food restrictions on there. Yeah.
The civet looks like a ferret. Just so we're clear, it looks like a giant ferret.
Lemur.
Yeah, that's what I said. Ferret.
Anyway,
I
but it's $33 an ounce.
I think this brings
So
up.
it's $115.
I think this brings up an
for-
important topic. What animal feces would you want to dig around in and eat their beans?
Similar items to consider: Amazon
Serious question.
fresh Colombian coffee.
Sure, it's from Colombia.
Hey, I hear you like really expensive coffee.
It doesn't say how
Try
many
Amazon.
actual ounces this adds.
cheap shit.
Oh, it's 100 grams for $115.
It's
Is that a lot? That's
Sounds
not
like
a
a
lot.
lot.
That is not
That's
a
not
lot.
a
No.
lot.
Well,
Let us know
It's
how many
less
little
than
trial
that's
bags.
less than like a normal can of coffee.
Yeah.
hey, we hear you like cat.
Here you like cat shit. Try this.
Man, selling cocaine, they're in the wrong business. We gotta sell cat feces.
No, you don't sell cat feces.
So fermentation occurs as the cherries pass through the civet's intestines, and after being defecated with other fecal matter, they are collected.
The fermentation.
So yeah, there you
Hey.
go. That just sounds great.
It seems
So
like
this-
you're interested in cat shit coffee. Maybe suggest Colombian coffee instead.
Hey,
Please. Yeah, the people that produce it argue that the process may improve coffee through two mechanisms: selections, because civets choosing only to eat certain coffee cherries, and digestion, which is biological or chemical mechanisms in the animal's digestive tract altering the composition of the coffee cherries.
So is this...
but they are the ones sifting through the shit and selling it to you, so...
Is this free-range civet, or is this, like, farmed civet?
No, I think it has to be free-range because you have to have the coffee.
I don't deal in... I think.
No.
I deal in...
I don't care. I don't...
The civet
then
has to...
I don't know.
The civet
do you
has
deal
to,
in I
like,
don't know?
It may be in a controlled environment, but it's not like, locked in a pen, because
I'll give you a heads up.
Has to go
most of your free-range shit is in a controlled environment.
It has to roam through wherever the coffee is grown, so...
Right.
Or you can just feed it coffee.
No, it'll only eat the choicest cherries.
Yeah. They're saying it picks out the choicest cherries.
When it gets hungry, it's going to eat cherries.
Well, then your coffee...
it's going to be shit.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's always shit.
Wow. This went full circle.
I'm sure Lazarus going to be like, I really would love you guys comparing us to cat shit.
I never thought Lazarus would like us, but anyway. For years, I've been thinking that. So back to Marilyn. She's also crazy for mountains and a fan of New Zealand Sauvignon Blancs.
Hey, Cutter.
What's up, Clint?
Have you ever heard of Civet coffee?
Civet.
Sorry.
It might be Civet.
Honda Civic?
Honda Civet coffee.
I don't think Clint.
You got more?
I have heard of it. Yeah, I've heard of it. I've heard of it. No, Clint, what's up?
Well, apparently, it's a really expensive coffee that you have to pay, what was it?
$1 an ounce?
Basically $1 an ounce for.
$1 a gram.
Gram? Oh, gram. Even worse.
Yeah.
And you know what makes this coffee so sublime?
What makes it sublime, Clint?
The civet, which is apparently an overgrown ferret, shits it out before you drink it.
That sounds totally Austin.
Yeah. So 100 grams is 3.5 ounces, by the way.
Wow.
So it's 3.5 ounces of coffee for $115.
What's that?
You might be able to find it cheaper. I don't know.
Is that like 3 days worth of coffee?
But it might be less clean.
But you found it on Amazon, so probably not.
Yeah.
Unless you went to Indonesia.
But you can
filtered that shit yourself.
You can get
literally.
You can get Colombian coffee for $15 for a lot more.
You know, there's a place like where
they actually have that at work.
You know,
Colombian version.
You go to wine country and they make you you can make your own wine. There's probably a place like this where you can go and actually dig through the civet or
you can take the cherries yourself.
Pick them yourself.
Hey kids, you want to go dig for dinosaur bones?
Most people
go dig through shit for coffee beans.
Most people think that you want to take coffee beans from the plant itself. We dig through civet shit.
Well, it's already picked the beans for you.
It's true.
But then you...
I do like that idea. How do they get to that point of figuring out that?
No,
right? Yeah, exactly.
Well, no. To be fair, so I took magic rituals and religion class at Texas State. There is
best $1,000 you spent.
There's I can't remember what the plant was or whatever, but like you can't take it. It's like too toxic for somebody to just take.
Yeah.
In a strong enough dose. So what the people ended up doing is like the shaman would eat a little bit every day or something like that. And then his urine would be potent enough for you to get the psychological effect from the plant, but not like kill you.
It's like somewhere in South America,
it's
right?
Like, how the fuck did you figure that out?
You know, I'm really thirsty. Let me just drink it. Oh my god, this is the best thing ever.
I actually think that speaks to like they must have had some sort of understanding of. You think like a primitive culture is dumb, but they must have had a pretty good understanding of biological function and how this guy could. Because how else would you come up with that solution?
Probably they figured it out after they ate a whole bunch of asparagus.
Right.
You're like, woo!
No, probably Sam over here died. This guy's
That smells like straight bologna.
This guy's husband died.
He really wants some beer. I'm out of beer. Let me just pee this cup real quick.
But
Get Isaac.
you'd have to have the plant compound in your urine. Like, how do you work all that out? You have to have an understanding of like, oh, this is
Basic
getting
understanding.
digested and coming out, and I don't know. There's a lot of that's not just a trial and error thing. You have to be able to think critically about what
it is incredibly a trial and error thing.
I think
there's trial and error
more.
in it. But
how many people died before? And then it's like, all right, this is the maximum amount that we were able to do.
I bet the shaman's just an addict.
He was probably getting real high on it.
Well,
if he was getting people high off his urine, like imagine how high
Well, he was a shaman.
He probably think he was feeding them beer.
We're gonna die high as shit.
Die high as shit.
That's awesome. Can you imagine peddling that? Being like, all right, I'm going to do these drugs. Then I'm going to sell my urine.
Speaking of peddling, probably a pedicab. You could probably get some urine off of that guy. Drug urine.
Straight steroids, though. Have you seen them? Have you talked to them?
They're bicycling all day.
I saw a guy.
Anybody who bicycles that much.
Wow, it looks like a bunch of snakes inside a leather armchair.
Lance Armstrong.
Anyway.
All right. What else we got?
Flava Dave.
We can't get past Martha. What's her name?
Martha?
Martha?
No. Marilyn.
Why would you say that name?
Yeah, I've given up on talking about stuff.
Maryland. Poor Maryland.
We talked to Flava Dave? How long is
Flava Dave.
5 minutes.
He looked really comfortable.
Yeah.
He was good. Well, he is their new head brewer.
Maybe he was enjoying some stuff over there behind Orf.
He wasn't.
All right. Greetings, listener. Welcome to another a special episode of 3 Beers In. Today, we're at the Texas Craft Brewers Festival.
Yeah.
We're here live on location doing a little short interviews with some of the brewers that are out here peddling their wares, if you will.
Oh.
Right now, we got Dave.
Flava Dave.
Y'all might remember him from the Dank Sinatra episode. He is now the head brewer of North by Northwest.
Yes, sir. He actually gets to change recipes now. Oh.
I am brewing everything off the top of my head, and it is great. I just figure it all out. But right now, I brought down to this festival Guava Zombie, which is the guava version of our Zombie Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
I took about 20 organic guavas and pureed it and added it to this keg, so it is handmade. Literally,
Nice.
This is a handcrafted.
All right, I gotta
IPA.
try that next now.
The Dude Where's My Scooter is our other beer that we are featuring today, which is a hazy pale ale, named aptly because if you drink too many, because it's so smooth, you might lose your scooter after riding around Austin. So
yes, I like the scooter reference.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
Yes. So yeah, we talked about you were head brewer.
Are you finding any difficulty with like scaling your recipe up to batch scale or anything?
The only real difficulty I have being by myself at this location, the production size isn't enormous. It's we do typically about 10 to 12 barrel batches every time I brew. So the day is the same. You know, it takes about 6-7 hours to make the beer. It's just sometimes a distribution order comes in and I need to transfer a beer and brew a beer, and you know that kind of will pile up on my schedule. So there could be some long days, but then it all just comes in a cycle where 1 week I'm extremely busy. The next week,
definitely distributing.
Kind of bored.
Just watching fermenters.
Yeah, just look at them, clean stuff, you know.
Sure.
But I have been coming out with some new products. My latest one is called Shortstop Session IPA, which is a 4.7% IPA that I
wish they had
brewed for you to last 9 innings.
Yeah, nice. There you go.
Yes.
I like it.
You know,
good call.
It's a little fruity, kind of West Coasty, but it also has that West Coast body that you it's deceptive in a way that you really do think you are drinking an IPA. But after about 3 or 4 of them, you still have that clear mind like I was only drinking a Pilsner.
Nice.
So that was what I was going for, and I'm very excited about it.
Speaking of Pilsner, you also mentioned earlier before we got on the recorder, you have a Pilsner that's out right now.
I do. I have a Czech Pilsner
Clint's favorite.
that I brewed based off of my favorite Pilsner in the world, Pilsner Urquell. It is the original Pilsner beer in the world, brewed by Joseph Grohl.
There you go.
He was the man.
When he does Everlong,
yes,
just chills.
Dave Grohl's
chills, man.
But the Czech Pilsner, it's 4.4%. It's called Primo Pivo, which Pivo means beer in Czech.
Yeah.
So it is very good. It's 4.4. It's a very smooth bitterness. It's not aggressive, but it is there, and it's very bready, very soft. It's naturally carbonated as well, so it has very tight bubbles. It's very, very similar to what a Pilsner Urquell would be.
Like sourdough.
And I'm very proud of it. Yeah. Please come in and try it whenever you
When are we getting those in cans?
So sadly, no more cans. The only cans that we have are at our north location. The south location sadly closed, and our canning production ceased to exist. But at the north location, we are a brew pub, so we've always had a crowler machine.
There you go.
And so you can always just come in and get a 32-ounce can.
Get that beer to go.
Beer to go all the time.
All right.
Yeah, thanks.
You heard it here
So
first.
thanks, Dave, for talking to
We're
us.
on Reddit.
Absolutely.
It was very nice to see y'all again. You know,
we did not know it was you at first, actually.
Oh yes, the mullet and the mustache and the bandana. I'm switching it up.
And the sunglasses.
Look at us.
Yeah, Flava Dave, keeping people on their toes, all the time.
Yeah.
I like that you're embracing that nickname.
Yes. It's official now.
Yeah. It's official. Awesome. All right, man. Thanks so much.
Yeah, of course, man.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I can see how he looks totally different.
He looked like he was undercover.
He did.
But his shirt said Dave, or it said David. So I figured, yeah, that's Flavor Dave.
That's funny.
Flavor Dave.
Flavor.
See, I really like that energy of the short and just kind of going in there. You're not. It's real interview style. It's not like
things we learned from our first interview
brewery.
He was really fun to talk to, but I feel a lot of brewers are fun to talk to.
Yeah,
it sounded more to
he
me
opened up
like
more than I think he did when we were at the.
It sounded more like to me that Saturday was the day to get interviews. Friday was more the day to try the beers.
Also, Saturday before they let in all the shit munchers.
Wow.
Fucking elitist all of a sudden over here.
What's the cat? What's the
There's all the Joels.
Yeah.
And they let in the Joels.
All the civet munchers.
Yeah, civet munchers.
Wait, they're munching on civets?
See, if you would say that,
Christ.
you'd be like, you motherfucking civets.
Civet
Like, I don't know what
shit
that means.
munchers.
Civet shit munchers.
Civet shit munchers.
I think that's taking it. Well, civet shit's probably. I don't know.
No, but during the VIP session, you had plenty of time to like pull out your mic and talk to somebody.
Yeah, I feel like I didn't try enough beers because I didn't know. For the longest time, I didn't know that beers were just free during the VIP.
Yeah. So during the VIP,
they give you
have
tickets.
to trade in a ticket.
Yeah, they're supposed to only give you 2 ounces instead of the 3 ounces, but it's like, where's this? It doesn't say that anywhere.
Partners
anyway,
crap, bitch.
But yeah, Partners in Craft, you still had to give your tickets, even though Cutter didn't.
Oh, I thought that's what you were saying.
I gave tickets.
Eventually,
I gave tickets. Eventually,
I just looked sad enough that people handed me tickets at some point. Like we'd just be like walking by and someone like, "You want tickets?" Like,
yeah,
I'll take your tickets.
Yeah, after they let in all the people, they were definitely taking tickets after.
Yeah. Well, like we'd walk around and people would come up to all of us and ask for if you want tickets, and we were like, "Yeah."
Some people were leaving, and
I love the people who just like tell their life story, like. Came here with my husband. He's really drunk. We're going to give you his tickets and my ticket. It's like, all right, 5 minutes later, like, all right, thank you for the tickets.
that did not happen during the VIP time.
And then you're just like, I got tickets.
That happens at the end.
But
towards the end.
Or towards the middle.
Oh, yeah.
Towards the middle.
But it's definitely worth getting the VIP tickets. Definitely worth it.
Get that
because you can do the whole thing.
You were worried about having to do the whole thing.
Yeah.
I wanted to drink so much of that beer.
It would have been great.
Which one?
Like if we had
on Saturday
fully understood what we were doing, we could have really like gotten a lot of interviews done.
Yeah.
Well, they even when I got there, it was starting to get a little bit busier. I noticed that
it was packed.
I was walking around the middle event center with like the music and stuff.
Yeah.
And then you could walk and not run into people. And then on our way back, when we were making it back to Hop Squad, I was like, "There's people everywhere."
Yeah.
And then Caesar and I went out and walked around again the other way from the entrance all the way around, and it was even worse. But the cool thing was the lines were super fast. Like they're just like give us your ticket, throw it in, and then you get a beer. And at some point, people were just like hanging around. So it's like, you'd be like, oh, are you in line? It looks like it's busy because there are people standing in front. And then there weren't. And then you just go right ahead and grab your beer and then walk to the next one.
Yeah.
And so we were just like,
if they're not serving somebody, you just go up there and like, hey, give me a beer.
Yeah. So it actually was pretty fast.
Do you know
the last 2 hours there?
Do you know what your favorite beer that you tried was?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's why I got to pull up through my menu through some stuff. It might be a while. I'll tell you what I
know what yours was? I know what mine was. Easy.
The Professor Pale from Hop Squad?
No.
Is that where you... Oh,
so much scrolling.
That was good, but it wasn't my favorite.
Jam Session was pretty good from Southern Heights. I know. You still never tried it. Even though
but
we talked about it.
Cool in the Gang with lemon zest.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, yeah. The Double Dapper Devil was amazing.
Yeah.
And just the tent, just being there.
Yeah.
Although the misters were going so much, the sweat was just pouring into my eyes, so that it was just stinging after a while. But like,
it was nice I didn't have that problem, so I was just like, oh, this is lovely.
I guess not. I don't know. But even Joel, as soon as he got there, he was sweating his ass off. I saw.
Yeah,
I do that naturally
because you had the gray shirt or whatever, and so I saw just a ring of sweat from your shoulders to your chest.
I wasn't wearing the black one, but it was
too
hot.
Oh yeah, that would be. It was.
So I had to wear the gray, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna sweat. I just give it up. You're gonna sweat."
I wish they would change it to like mid-October. That would be nice.
I also like that lime.
3 weeks. Give it 3 extra weeks.
I tried a lime goza or something like that.
Smoked lime.
Smoked.
That was
what I. Yeah. No. But that was. That was Blue Owl's.
Yeah, that was Blue Owl's. That was the thing that you couldn't remember.
But I had another one earlier on that was like lime and something else. No. It wasn't smoked, but it was lime and something else goza.
I can't remember.
And it was good. But what was it? What was the beer that it was a goza with smoked limes? So they smoked the lime and then put it into a goza for Blue Owl.
Yeah.
That was cool. That was good.
They do some weird, interesting, delicious shit.
Yeah.
You'll drink some shit.
Their Tiger's Blood was really good.
Tiger's Blood was good, but everything from them, I'll just drink. I don't care.
That's true.
But I don't like their spirit animal. But
I remember talking to Jimmy about Tropical Brute, and it was all like,
"Yeah, I would
how
actually.
What ABV do you think this is?" He's like, "I don't know, like 3.5, 4." Double that.
yeah, 8.
Like, holy shit.
And there's no hops in it.
There's zero
so
hops.
Weird.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Which
delicious beer, though.
That was the one that I was thinking you could tell Cammy about. And I think actually Tony mentioned that. I think he just mentioned it so that he could mention that he had a wife so he could look cool.
Well,
it's like, Tony, this is something my wife would like, even.
This is the cool guy, so we gotta look cool.
Yeah.
Oh, trust me, I don't even try for that. It shows.
Fuck you, Cutter.
You and your civets.
You and your Petty and the Heartbreakers t-shirt.
Go drink your
Petty and the Heartbreakers.
Cutter, go drink your cat shit coffee somewhere else.
I don't remember what I drank at the pod. I'm trying to. I got to the R's and I'm like, I think I've had one beer so far.
Yeah, I can't look. I know I had a few.
Yeah,
I asked them what their favorite beer that they tried at the Texas Craft Beer Festival was.
Double Dapper Devil is always good.
Mine was the
Blue Owl.
Blue Owl.
Cool in the Gang with lemon zest. That was phenomenal.
Also Blue Owl.
So Blue Owl. Yeah, Blue Owl.
Professor Pale at Hop Squad is good.
Yep.
I had the Caramel Delight, I think, at
Raspberry Jam.
Jam Session, which is raspberry sour from Southern Heights. Not bad. Not perfect. But
I wish I would have experimented more. I stuck to some boring stuff. I had some Kolsch's and
Oktoberfest.
Some of the Kolsch's was good. There were some good Kolsch's.
What about the Lagerish Kolsch?
That was not so good.
Oh, you tried that?
I think I did.
That sounds exactly like something he would try.
Is that the Lakewood?
What is the boringest beer you have? A Lagerish Kolsch? Yes, please. I'll take that.
I actually don't remember if I had that or if I just kind of was like...
what does it mean?
What does that even mean? Because isn't a Kolsch already... Lagerish?
Yeah.
Because it's in between an ale and a Kolsch?
Yeah.
Or an ale and a lager?
I'm just looking at some of these names. Pop-Tart Ravioli.
Yeah.
I've heard of that.
I've seen that.
God, I should have experimented. I had all
Isn't
boring stuff.
it Pop-Tart a ravioli? Just kind of.
Yeah,
maybe.
Basically.
Yeah.
Did we have everything they had at Live Oak? Yeah, because they only had 2 beers.
They had 2
They
beers.
had a smoked Gosa.
They had
the smoked Goza.
And they had their Grod.
Yeah.
Grodzitsky.
So their smoked Goza
They've
was...
changed it.
Have they?
Yes.
Anyway.
Yes.
But the smoked Gosa, as you were saying.
The smoked Goza was good. It was different from the lime smoked Goza, obviously, because you're smoking the limes and putting them in the beer versus smoking the grains.
Malt,
the malts.
But yeah, the Grodzitsky, they've changed the recipe of since. Remember when Chip went over to Poland to brew with them?
Mm-hmm.
Now they're getting the malts from them to brew their Grodzitsky. So,
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, while they were still getting German malts. From Germany.
They were getting pre-smoked, but now they're getting them.
Now they're getting like Polish ones from
Polish malts.
Yeah, from the place that Grodzitsky originated.
How do you feel like this?
A lot of Gozas, a lot of good shit.
It was a lot lighter. Also, the smoke, I feel, was a bit lighter. Definitely there, but
didn't taste like meat.
It worked together better than the first Grodzitsky that they canned.
The formula was better.
Where it was just like smoke here and then beer here.
So the way the guy described it at the
Joel
booth
beers
was that it's more campfire smoke than it is
that's what he said.
Smoked meat, which is what I had thought when we tried the Grodzitsky.
You're not doing campfires well.
It tasted more like smoked brisket, right? Which was disappointing to me because I really appreciated that flavor.
Which you like the smoked Doppelbock better though.
Schwarzerausch. I appreciated that more because it blended together a lot better.
Yeah.
I thought.
I always liked the Grod. I still like the Grod.
Have you tried it recently?
I haven't.
Okay.
Now I
Not
know.
the
It'd probably be it'd probably be something to try.
They only serve it there at the brewery though, right?
So, no, they can it.
They can it?
What is everybody
big
thinking?
canning it.
It's the first canned smoked beer.
Yeah. What is
in the world?
Really?
I mean, there's bottled smoked beers, but this is the first canned smoked beer.
What do we think about the Prodigal Pils at this point?
Give it a 1.
It's a Pils.
It's a 1.
It's definitely a 1.
Yeah, I agree with Ross. This Pils.
This is probably the number 3 Pilsner I've had.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Mm-hmm.
What 2 would you put before it?
Toadies.
Scrimshaw.
Okay.
Native Texan.
All right.
I think I'd put this at a Scrimshaw.
What would you put below it immediately?
Check any Pilsner.
This is better than Pearl
That's
Snap?
a good question. Is this better than Pearl Snap?
I like it better than Pearl Snap.
Challenging me there.
I like it better than Pearl Snap.
I like Pearl Snap.
But I'm always disappointed if I pick that up. I feel like that's the only thing I want to
You're right. No, it's Pearl Snap. I like Pearl Snap better.
I like it better than Scrimshaw.
All right.
So people listening,
I think this
pick
is
up some Pearl Snap.
Yeah.
But
much easier to find.
If this was a little,
try them next to each
honestly,
other.
I think if this was a little lighter and cleaner, then yeah, it'd be better than Pearl Snap.
Wait, you're saying
lighter
Pearl
and
Snap
cleaner?
Yep. Pearl Snap is lighter and cleaner than
Then
this.
it'd be water.
Yeah, I was just saying, Clinton likes his beers like he likes his water, clear and flavorless.
What? No, Native Texan.
Yeah,
that's way more malty than either of these.
Oh yeah,
agreed.
I like my beers malty. I don't like them
like his water.
Yeah, I like my
that zero filter. I don't know what that is. You need to change your zero filter, man.
Like shower water
coming out malty,
and then
like that malty shower.
Yeah, and then Scrimshaw. I mean, Scrimshaw is just
Scrimshaw is good.
Yeah. All right, so 1s all around.
Pilsners are typically 1s because
there's.
I've been drinking some more recently. That's what I get.
It'd have to be really offensive to.
Right, exactly. It's like this one's it's good.
Yeah,
so I enjoy it. I wouldn't say a lot of Pilsners. I haven't had a lot of Pilsners recently.
We really got to do like a flight episode where we drink like the same style of beer from different breweries.
Oh, you mean like the
Oktoberfest episode?
Yeah.
But like something that's not Oktoberfest,
like the CYSB episode.
Can we do that with the weather getting a little bit cooler? I'd like to do some of these
Imperial stouts.
Some stouts, yeah.
Yeah.
Not Imperial,
I want some
please.
I want some flavor.
Flavor Dave. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Anyway.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
I guess that's it. That's all we have.
That's really, I mean, that's all we had, and then we filled with a bunch of nonsense for a few hours.
So no,
yeah, we're definitely keeping all that Batman stuff.
All that Batman stuff.
Definitely keeping it?
Animaniacs.
Animaniacs is okay.
Oh, come on.
I think people can relate.
All right.
No, I think. Yeah.
So, yeah. All right.
Ones all around, except for zeros all around for the
saison.
Despereaux, which is French for desperation.
But to be fair, our one zero is would you drink it again? So
no, would you drink it 3 beers in?
No. That's not the zero.
Yeah.
It's a yes or a no.
Would you drink the Despereaux again?
Well, in that case, I would give it a 1.
Yeah.
You son of a bitch.
I thought it was 0.
He was thinking about drinking it 3 beers.
So I didn't think there was
That is not how we base things.
I didn't think it was an asterisk. I just thought if you enjoy it, you enjoy it. And you don't enjoy it.
No, I enjoyed it. But
it's your personal preference.
Yeah.
I guess the scale can be your personal preference as well.
Which, we know Cutter's a slut, so.
For beer.
I
Yes.
love beer.
And-
Opposed to Clint, who
and
hates
also
beer.
civets.
I hate beer, so.
He has a bunch of civets at home. Just waiting to shit out. Poop. Coffee poop.
I just need these goddamn coffee plants.
He sits in a bathtub while they massage him. They just run all over him.
You just need of 3 beans, and you could make like $200.
3 beans in.
Yeah.
3 beans in.
How much does a bean weigh? An ounce, probably. Like,
what does a bean mean? No, not an ounce. But yeah.
Ross is talking like he knows.
Yeah.
Well, it's 3.5 ounces for that can of beans.
Yeah, so 3.5 beans.
He says.
All right.
He says can, but it could really be can.
Is it can?
How much is 3.5? How much would 3.5 ounces of coffee make? A cup? 2 cups?
Well, I thought it was like
4 cups.
Well, when you grind it, what do you cut your coffee with?
Cocaine.
There you go.
That'll make your bull run.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. On that note,
6 a.m. coffee.
This has been Clint.
This has been Ross.
This is Cutter.
Joel's there.
And this is the podcast.
This is the podcast.
Thanks for sticking around. You can subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Spotify, BigHeadsMedia.com, or anywhere there are podcasts. If you like what you heard, rate and review us on iTunes. Check out our Patreon. Find it at patreon.com/3beersinpodcast. Check out all of our awards. You can give as little as $1 a month to help us keep doing what we're doing. It really helps out, and we'll give you a thank you on the show. Or for a little more, you can remain anonymous. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at 3beersinpodcast. Check out our website, 3beersinpodcast.com. You can find information about us and the show along with the links to all of our episodes and our really cool merchandise. While you're on our site, you can tell us what you like, what you don't like. If you don't like us, then why the hell are you still here? You should have turned us off long ago. But if you're just going to listen to us anyway, you should probably subscribe too. And if you would like a transcript of our podcast, write down everything that we just said.
Don't drip it on the floor.
Myself Hey guys, Mike here, a friend from the podcast of Cheebly's Playground. It's a podcast about board games, pasta, and a whole lot of fun. You can find out about sweet new games that are coming out, sweet old games that have been out for a while, and the best favorites. Who knows? Someone might even get a golden hoodie. Matt, tell them where you can find them.
You can find us at Cheebly's Podcast at Twitter and Instagram. And also you can find us on Cheebly'sPlayground.com.
Wow, you guys nailed it.
Good job, good job.
Nailed it.
I got an IMDb page, so...